Hi folks! So, today we are playing more obscure risky stuff. So let's load our emulator, which is RISC-OS 3.7. If you seen my previous video, probably noticed that this is a bit newer version. That was previous was 3.1, but it is like it is circa 1998, so it competed with Windows 95. Therefore, it has like interface like Windows 95, and it also runs in 256 Hz mode, typical of the resolution. Yeah. So we have a CD inserted with not like games, but a few demos. Oh, we don't have CD inserted, so let's insert some CD first. It is complicated thing, so here's my CD. Now it should be inserted, I think. Yeah, now it is here. So about the CD, it has stuff usual for like CDs, but it also have meta information. So the thing with Acorn RISC-OS is that they use the oven file system format, so their CDs they have metadata that marks these things as executables. So I think we will need something. Oh no! I think it crashed the operation system, so I think we now need to restart it. Yeah, it wants to restart, so don't click any of these applications because they are apparently not compatible with RISC-OS 47 and they can't crash it for some reason. Maybe that is similar issues, but I think demos still worked, so I'm not sure. Does that help? So, commercial demos of various commercial software. What I wanted precisely to show is these demos of 4Mation software. It is called Betsi the Tudor dog. So, in the end of 16th century, in the middle of large city in England, a lonely little dog sits and cries. She wonders whether she will know happiness. As a puppy, Bessie was sent to the royal hunting kennels by a Welsh nobleman, but she proved to be a failure in hunting, for her heart is too soft and her ways too gentle. Yeah, so basically it is adventure game by Mike Madsen and graphics by Sue Edwards. It is increasing music, increasing tempo. Click to start, click on object with left button for action and the right button for information. The right button also allows you to skip the introduction. So, characters spoken words look like this with spoken text. Full version is available for 4Mation. The thing is, they only sold this game to British schools, so apparently they are not dumped ISO or any pirated version of it, and you can't buy it. Obviously you can't buy it anymore, and it is not on Geo anywhere, so it is very rare game. But I think on the CD version there was also Windows version, so I'm surprised nobody preserved it. Yeah, so it is one of these more rare games, but I checked on ScanVM supports this game, but in one of its external engines, so maybe it is needs a dump somewhere, but obviously nobody preserved it as of now, and it was never on torrents or anywhere, so we have to deal with this demo version. Yeah. Obviously, it is not sold on eBay or even a British eBay, so basically we got kicked out of. But she's too kind-hearted, gentle, and affectionate to be a royal hunting dog. She would like someone to love her and give her a good home. Somewhere in this big city, there must be someone who would love me. Yes, click on God. Get away, dog. The royal cannons need brave fighting dogs, not timid creatures that would let a cat eat their supper before time. Zounds! The day will take you, hound. I will, ere the day is out, I will have cracked thy skull. He has nothing else to say. Our palace gates are guarded 24 hours the day, except on one occasion towards the end of this adventure. Mrs. the royal palace, the queen sometimes leaves her. But I don't know, that is castle. I'm not sure how British royal palace looks, but this looks like a castle. It is not a palace, it is fortified. Maybe it was looking in 16th century. Castle was also a palace, but palace it is different from castle, because palace it is like mansion, big mansion for comfortable living, and castle it is for like a landlord to protect him from sieges, like attacks. So it is like a fortified villa. The oak tree has probably been here for 400 years or more. Okay. In the 4Mation, Betsi now heads north to visit the open countryside on a beach, a derelict monastery, and a human farmer's cottage. I don't know what is human, but apparently that's some British thing, because that is British game made by British people, for British people probably. And it was sold only in Britain, obviously. So let's go to the left. That is going into the city. Betsi is the corner of Bear Street and lane leading to Butcher's Row. So apparently that is like famous places in London or some other city in Britain. I'm not sure where this actually happening, but I think everything is in Britain is happening in London, like America. Everything is happening in New York. But what do I know about England? I know nothing about England besides a bit of English language. Sorry for my bad English, British people. Okay, Betsi is wondering where to go next. Okay. Dude. I marvel not a little at thy smooth coat and strong leg. Indeed, two do truly seem to be a dog of courage and stout heart. Like strong heart, I think that is old British word for strong. Our manner of riches could be thine, if to work it with me. What sayest to, dog? Used to be mine trusty hound? I'm not sure. Let's try it, yes? The man is a bear biter. He makes Betsi fight bears. Okay, that is the end of Betsi. Okay. Apparently that is game over. So we got kicked out back to the start of the game. I think we can skip it. Okay, let's try again. Apparently we are not supposed to fight person in this game. And you can like die in this game. The bearhead is very famous. The intros arriving in the city like to stay here because good food are never served. The shop sells food. Customers cannot go in the shop but are served in the street. So it is like fast food system in older British city. very few people can read, so this sign shows that the shop sells food. So apparently, English, like Latin alphabet, was not that common in Britain, so she achieved the art of painting. That was a thing. In this version, this will take you to a butcher shop and then to the theater where Romeo and Juliet is being performed. The houses are packed together very closely. A proclamation of 1563 restricted the building of new houses in the city of London. I think after that there was fire. And because of close packing, fire also spread very fast. But, yeah, like that, it was really hard apparently to get into London. Yeah, but it says this action is happening in the city of London, or like adventure, because they're not know. In the 4Mation, this will take you to Weaver shop. Okay. But we went further. Or not. I don't know what dogs does. Betsi chases after the rat. Apparently. She still has some hunting instincts. Okay. I forgot. I'm hopeless at hunting. Besides, I don't want to catch the plague. Apparently, plague can also affect dogs. And this dog knows about medicine. Come, dog, I have something for you. Good dog, come here, sweet little doggy. Come, here's a hound. Dost thou wish to see what sweet meats I have for thee? I don't know, let's say yes. Oh, there, Betsi is going off with the man. Luckily, this is not the flower. The bear's head is very famous thing. So nothing good has happened, and apparently it's for Russian with girls with man. Okay, what if we refuse? So Jude has no wish to meet my gentle bears. Numbers 2 knows that this be a demo version to can not enter the tavern. It is a pity as the ale is the best in the land. Okay. For some reason, Betsi haven't walked home, she just teleported. Betsi is in Glover Street. Apparently that is also a famous street in city of Britain, of London and Britain. No, what is that? Water containers made from strips of wood held together with metal bands that is barrel. Another here is a water carrier. He goes from door to door selling water for drinking, cooking and washing. What a list to Master Pen. You seem somewhat fatigued. The full and musty vapors of these streets will be death of all of us. My health is not the cause on my worried look. 'Tis my daughter's username. I was concerned that she drinks naught but cider. Basically, she drinks only cider. What mean you? Has she no liking for milk? Will she not drink water? We have tried all juice of apple and sloe, cordial and elderberry flower, and nettle, dandelion root, roast and ground and steeped in boiling water. Has to try the juice of a large orange, honeyed water or hot wine? Mistress Smithy, Smith, I'm not sure how to pronounce this surname. We have made every drink that there be. Naught but cider we should touch. So, apparently that is the problem in Old Britain, that people drank too much cider. Methinks she does have need for a remedy for Mistress Arnold. Her restorative cordial is most effective. Hey, your suggestion is sound. I will visit Mistress Arnold this very day and make purchase of her cordial. Thank you, Mr. Smith. Okay. Has to try the new chandelier of Pudding Lane, Mr. Smith. Indeed, I have, Mr. Ben. This fortnight past, I have been sending my maid to buy tallow candles. What is tallow candles? I have no idea. It is adventure game. I am not very good at adventure games. I only good at these crazy games, turn-based games. And it is not turn-based, it is mouse-driven. I fancy he does use honor the finest tallow I've heard out him. You'll be losing trade now that he has such fine competition. What news of his beeswax candles? Even now I think he's making a dozen gross. We must visit my poor uncle soon. How I dread to sit in his gloomy house lit only by rushlights of a night. At least he does burn a light at night. Many poor folk has no such luxury. Aye, 'tis so. Perhaps one day it will be a light for all. Yeah, they need to invent electricity. Yeah, a kind of backwards people, like medieval people, cavemen. So what is that? This is Alfred Dantwitty's painting shop. So apparently they were printing already in London. Printed sheets are hung up to dry. These sheets are waiting to be printed. These thin parts are used to put ink on the plate. The printing press presses the blank sheets of paper onto the inked plate. Only one sheet can be printed at a time. So that is not very efficient, but that is how it worked for British people for some time. They haven't yet invented computers, you know. What is that? This mallet is used to tap the letters into place. So, but this printing press, they had metal letters, and these letters had to be like punched a bit to get into place. Using part used to put ink on the plate. This box contains the lead type. The letters are back to front. Okay. I think that nothing else to do here. Jacob the Clover makes some of the finest gloves in the city. Okay. Gallows. Betsi is not keen on staying here. A crowd is beginning to gather to watch a public hanging. 3 vagabonds are to be hung for stealing. Yeah. During the reign of Elizabeth I, about 400 thieves were hung every year. The death penalty for vagabonds was abolished in 1597. So, Britain had got too liberal. They stopped like hanging 800 people. Yeah, so, yeah, that is it. Hangings, whippings, burnings, and other punishment provide a free source of entertainment. Bessie would prefer to amuse herself in other ways. Martin Parsons has brought his son along to watch the fun. George and Sydney are night watchmen. They are always able to stay awake when a hanging is to take place. These women have been to every hanging for the last 10 years. So apparently that was a single source of entertainment for British people for hundreds of years. Like, they had no like coliseums or like theaters like they had in ancient Greece and Rome. They had executions instead. So that is the thing with Britain. When a criminal is put in the pillory, people love to throw things at the victim. Children are warned never to play with the nose. Accidents can happen easily. Yeah, that is the thing. The cart is used to carry the victim to the nose. Okay. The good person is unable to commit crimes in the demo version. Yeah, so apparently this thief will steal something from this guy, and Betsi, in the 4 versions, Betsi will help finding this thing, and then he will be execution on this thief. So apparently it is some story will go on. In the 4 version, Betsi is able to visit a house belonging to a rich person and one belonging to a poor family. So Betsi you have to compare. Yeah, so through a gap in the gate, Betsi can see inside the royal armory. And John Wilkins is responsible for looking after all the weapons in the armor. He takes a pride in keeping them in good condition. The heaviest cannon, the culverin, has a range of 1.5 miles, well over 2 kilometers. I don't know why it adopted into kilometers, because I think this game was only made for British people and never was supposed to be released outside of like British world, maybe in America. But in America they do use royal measurement system, like they measure in miles, not in kilometers. Kilometers is for like, it is for different countries, for German countries, for French, like maybe Russia, and rest of the world, but Americans and British, they are too good for kilometers. They have their own patriotic system, measure everything in miles. They also have their own pound measurement. I think in Netherlands they also had their own pound, but it had different measurement from British pound. They also Dutch mile, but it is also different from British mile. So that is what I got out at Dutch lessons. That when you see Dutch mile and Dutch pound, Dutch just measurements, they are different from British imperial measurements, because Netherlands they got separated from Britain, but they use the same names for these things. Yeah, but that is the thing. The crossbows are extremely powerful weapons. Apparently, at the time they were. The royal armor keeps the sword sharp and clean. The arquebus is called a handbat by the English. It can be used only in dry weather. So apparently that is why they still use crossbows, because they haven't yet invented like proper assault rifles. So there's no school shooting in city of London for now, like, at least not during they don't have school shooters yet. They haven't invented yet daily school shootings. Their spikes are used for guards when they use irons and duty. Rapier is light and slender, short, and the blade can bend easily. I'm not sure what is the point of rapier. Is it better like than like usual sword we have in fantasy RPG games? I'm not sure. If you know, please comment on it, because I never heard about rapiers. That is some British thing problem. Tools should be kept well away when amount of cannonballs is distributed. So basically they can't be hit on your feet easily. Behind the door is a tunnel leading to the palace. Apparently, Betsi will have to get back to palace somehow. And she got kicked, but that is the thing with dogs. They get into places. Okay, been here already. The barber styles hair firmly trims mustaches, cuts birds, and shakes whiskers. He's an expert with scissors and razor. The barber sometimes uses leeches to reduce the quantity of blood in the body. This is supposed to cure certain ailments. Okay, let's go back. I think that is the end of the demo. And we can't do much anymore. Yeah. So, yeah, folks, that is Betsi the Tudor dog. If you have full version or know where to get one or buy one, please let me know. I would like to let's play the full version of this game because it's kind of quick game. Yeah. Unfortunately, it is not available anywhere, especially not on sites like Georgia. But I think there was Windows 3.1, 3.11 version, and there are also different games from these people. There's also Granny, I think it is also from the same publisher, 1993. It is 4Mation Granny, it also has serial number. I don't know why demo version has serial number, but okay, so they all require 256 colors, so they won't run on yellow corns. That is why I'm using a newer emulator, that is strong arm emulator, but it emulates like also with games. I think it can also emulate modern ARM stuff. It has modern emulation firms, so you can run RISC-OS on it on Linux, I think, or maybe not Linux. But I think you need a special ROM file to run Linux. Because I think with this RISC computers that you had BIOS room, and to run different operating system, you have to use programmator to update like a ROM program to run different operating system, or boot different system. They were no like DOS BIOS boot selector. This computer was made to run RISC-OS, and on RISC-OS, if you need a different operating system, then people supplying your operating system supply also ROM chip that you just poked or removed from your motherboard. That was the thing with all the computers, so let's try this demo version. I don't know how to use that. I have to put yes here. No. Don't be silly. Of course you are ready to start. Welcome to the Kingdom of the Mountains. Our anti-aliased graphics system provides very smooth outlines. So apparently they invented like flash graphics before there were flash graphics. Or maybe they are pre-rendered, but I think they do that in real time. Anti-aliasing. Welcome to the Kingdom of the Mountains. So apparently that will be so. Can you see a cave? No. Yes, you can. It is the black hole in the middle of the picture. Do you want to go in the cave? No, I have claustrophobia. Yes, you do. So, here inside the secret cave, the king and queen of the mountains have been locked in her by a wicked witch. The 6 children have been taken away and hidden by the witch. Would you like to help king and the queen? I think that can be too dangerous now. and which can be too powerful, so I think no. So that is my timer. And so that is not very nice. Would you like to help Queen kick out the Queen? I think we can only answer yes her. Can we answer maybe? Why? I think it can only understand yes or no. They haven't yet invented ChatGPT. You know, in 1992, 1922 was like not very advanced. I think they had basic artificial intelligence like Eliza, but yeah, they are not very advanced and they were limited to a selection of English language which they accepted, and it had to be well formed. But I think there were also some error corrections, but it was still very limited stuff they could do. Now we can understand entire English and like interpret it with these foundation language models, but it was not back in 1992. So I think they need to re-release this game for like newer children and embed ChatGPT into it. So Betsy could be like a real dog, like would be emulated, simulated dog. And we also have proper interpreter. Yeah. So that was Betsy the Tudor dog and Granny's garden. Two games, educational games by 4Mation. I think there are a lot more games by 4Mation. There's Dinosaur, like similar in the same engine, but most of all like it with Betsy when I get to it and see, oh, what is it? That's so unusual game, so I think that the game that should be preserved. Betsy, please preserve it, like put it on TOG or somewhere else, like buy it, steal it, buy it, like it should be preserved. It is nice. About Granny, I'm not sure. I can't not edit that well. Like there's also demos of like more famous game like Dune 2 part from 1995. So Acorna, which is not Archimedes, I think already, or like Acorn basic computers, RISC-OS, it had its own ports of DOS games, many DOS games, at least top DOS games like Dune 2, what else? Heroes of Might and Magic, Doom, these games they were ported, and a lot of Amiga games were running on this system. So it was kind of in competition with DOS and Amiga, and it has easier to use interface, and it is not executable, as I said, it is application, so you can assign it to these two applications, I think one for intro and another for the game itself. So yeah, it is Dune 2 better for Aka. By the way, we also have out this application running too. Yeah, I want to quit, so it was ported by Eclipse. Here I think it includes one mission from the full game. It is a more advanced mission. So if you're too lazy to play DOS version, I don't have like DOS demo, you can grab this one and play like a later mission if you want to see like more full gameplay of this game, how the people played it. So this later mission, there's no voice acting. I think there was CD version of Dune 2, it probably came with music and like but yeah, it is like that. It is completely like PC version, but I think it has a bit less colors. I don't know why, but Acorn supports 256 colors, but they decided to use less colors. But yeah, that is with sports. I think Heroes of Might and Magic, it uses all colors. Doom, it uses all colors. 256 colors, but it is not exactly full 256 colors, or maybe I'm just misremembering Dune, but I'm not sure. I played it long time ago, like in 1996, somewhere like that. I got one of these pirated discs which had turned to, and now I wasn't started again. So I think as a child I finished it, like playing at this, but it was so long ago. I don't really remember how it looked, but it had music. This one doesn't have music, unfortunately. But it can run in, how do I say it, into multi-application. You can run several applications here. So it's full multitasking. This is about like Windows 95. Running a wrong application can crash the system, or maybe I haven't allocated some time. By the way, you can create RAM disk here. I think you need to enable RAM disk, so I created 1 megabyte RAM disk, like that. And now I can copy some stuff into RAM, so it will run faster. Let's try to copy. I'm not sure. Let's try to copy. This dinosaur game. So we won't have to run it from CD, but we can run it from RAM. Now it will be running very fast because we allocated in RAM data for its files, so it will be running completely from RAM. Yeah, it starts very fast now. So they have a virtual memory, I think, also, or maybe they haven't. I'm not really sure, but it is another guy. Welcome to Dinosaur Discovery. Yeah. I'm not sure if this game was pirated or dumped by somebody, but I think some of these games had Windows versions. But I could not find much of them online, unfortunately. So sorry. Yeah. Yeah, folks, that was, how do I say it? That was info. How to click on RISC OS 3.7 Icon Computers Limited 1997, or more precisely 19 February 1997. Yeah. So thank you for watching and have a nice day. Tudor.